Yeah, it just shows you what comes out of all this madness.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy.
Oh.
And we can look to Harry Styles, though. He is back with some new music. He's also got a tour coming out as well. And a lot of people really, really waiting, desperate to hear the new music.
Yeah, and it's hard to believe it all. This is the first music in 4 years. Doesn't time go so quickly?
Yeah.
But it just shows you how good Harry is, that he's still very much around, still very much the guy. Kiss All the Time and Disco Occasionally is the new album. That's coming out on the 6th of March. He's also just announced a huge 7-city residency overnight. Together. May to December, it's going to be 6 nights at Wembley. So that's looking absolutely amazing. That's going to be in June. Special guest is going to be Shania Twain, who he's always looked up to. And also, as well, he's going to do 30 nights at Madison Square Garden in New York.
Wow.
30 nights. How about that?
That is astonishing. Good luck to him. Ross, thanks for that. Thank you so much.
See you next week.
Obviously, when the Oscars happen, you'll be there and we'll find out whether your predictions have come true. Thank you, Ross. Thank you so much.
See you next week.
Now, this morning, up next with Alison and Dirk.
Hello, lovely Lorraine. Like, listen, everyone's still talking about Brooklyn Beckham's wedding, and we're going to be joined by someone who was actually there. DJ Fat Tony watched Victoria's dance with Brooklyn, and he's going to tell us all next.
Also, with Traitors filed just hours away, we've got the 3 former iconic contestants in the studio.
And Death in Paradise star Don Gillette is here ahead of the new series. See you in a bit. We've got loads more. Jordan Cox has some fantastic deals
See
too.
you after the break.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And that's all for today. Well, next week we've got some cracking guests, including Melanie Hill and Darrell O'Brien. Have a great weekend. See you Monday.
The day is ours for the making. Nescafe proudly sponsors Lorraine.
Matt, keen on the movie itself, were you?
No, I thought the movie was absolutely horrific, quite honestly. I thought he did, the performance was great, but the film was about an hour too long, and he played such an unpleasant, unlikable character. I didn't care if he won the ping pong or he lost the ping pong. That's how I felt. I was hoping someone would rescue me from the cinema, but luckily the Oscars are not Oscars, in my opinion. But that is my opinion. But while we're here, I'll tell you a film I absolutely adored, and I'm so pleased she got the nomination, and that is Kate Hudson in Song Sung Blue, playing a real person who was the other half of a husband and wife Neil Diamond tribute act. Doesn't sound like promising material for a film. I loved every second of it.
Oh, it is. It's an absolutely lovely, joyful movie. If you've possibly seen on social media there, we've actually seen Hugh Jackman, who stars opposite her, doing a little bit of karaoke with Neil Diamond himself, who's sadly not in the best of health. It's a great time for Kate Hudson. Of course, she was Oscar nominated way back for Almost Famous. And if she wins, then it's going to be a very interesting, because it's going to be one of the very first ever mother and daughters, because her mum's Goldie Hawn, to have actually won Oscars. So that's really good. And of course, we've talked about her many times as well. Jessie Buckley, nominated for Hamnet. Congratulations to her. Paul Mescal, a little bit of a surprise that he wasn't nominated, but also a shout out, because this year at the Oscars, it's the first time ever there's actually a casting award as well. There's an Oscar for casting. And Nina Gold, British lady who's done the most amazing job. Conclave, she cast last year, and she's cast Hamnet this year. So well done to her, now Oscar nominated.
And one of the surprises, because talking of, orchestrated publicity and constant drip of interest being fad, I'm obviously talking about Wicked for Good. There was barely a day in the British press where you didn't hear something about Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, the clothes, the tour, the songs. But it hasn't been nominated, and not even for costume design. And I think that seems a bit mean. The costumes are remarkable, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. It is not a case of Wicked for Good, it's more sort of Wicked forgotten. What is interesting out here, though, is in terms of the Academy, and there's around about just over 10,000 members of the Academy who actually vote, they've never been that keen on sequels. And also a sequel that has come out just 1 year after the original movie came out. So I think that has gone against it. But as you say, I mean, even just for the costume, for the music, we thought Ariana Grande was a shoo-in to get a nomination too. So really disappointing for them. But again, you know what, at the box office, It did okay.
Surprise for F1 though, surprise nomination there. Old Brad Pitt's film about the motor racing, which Paula has seen and says is terrific.
It was our Christmas Day film.
You loved it,
Oh,
right?
we loved it.
They
Yeah,
loved it.
yeah,
What, so they must be thrilled to bits and rather surprised, Ross.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was not one. We knew it was in the outside, but it did come as a bit of a surprise that it's there in the Best Picture race. And of course, Brad Pitt also nominated as a producer once again. So you know he's got his other hat on. So he's got yet another Oscar nomination, but this time as one of the bosses, as well as being one of the stars of the movie.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question I've always wanted to ask someone. Who are you wearing to the Oscars? Note, I did not say what are you wearing. I said who. Who are you wearing, Ross?
Who am I wearing? Well, the legendary Joan Rivers once asked me what I was going to be wearing, and she said, "Because you're Scottish, it'll be like a hand-me-down or something." And I said, "I'm going to be wearing," as I said at the time, because I was working for the BBC at the time, I said, "I'm wearing the BBC tartan, very small checks." So we'll see what I'm going to be wearing come March the 15th.
That was a good answer. That was excellent. I didn't tell him I was going to ask that question. That just shows why he's the king of Hollywood. Have a great weekend, Ross. Lovely to talk to you.
How are we weekend, Alice? I'll see you. Bye, Miss Lena. Bye, Simone.
Thank you
Lovely to
so
talk to
much
you.
to the wonderful Ross King. And it's been great to see you two. Thanks,
been
Paula.
really good
Thank
to
you,
see you.
Thank you
Cosmo.
for having me.
Good fun. And thank you so much for all your
welcome.
support. I'll be back on Monday. Do have a fantastic weekend.
We will. And Spaba will be back where the band will be back tomorrow at 8:55.
Lots of love. Bye-bye.
And it's Florence, babies! Spot will be back with a battle dream on that tomorrow. Bye, Bye! See you when sound is positive dress at the battle dream on that tomorrow. Bye, Bye, Sunshine! See you when somebody on the championship and the championship room will make the most exciting and silver patches social. Yeah! See you soon! Happy Friday, babies! Bye, bye, see money. Bye, bye. I love you, weekend. See my mom. Bye, bye, see my mom. Reformer, bye, bye, see somebody. Somebody. Happy Friday, for my mom.